What's goody, folk? It's about that time. Let go. Greetings and salutations, what's goody, folk? Welcome back to your soul-driven, soul-intended YouTube channel and video, where I am your host, coach, and creator of all things soul-driven, soul-intended. I'm Bryce Bryson, and that includes my podcast, Spiritually Logic, my additional YouTube channel at Soul-Driven1, the one is spelled out O-N-E, and of course you, my babies, my soul tribe, Divine Divinity. It is currently 12:16 p.m. Central Standard Time, March 14th, 2024. Something is very significant about today, because I remember about a day or so ago, just throughout the collective and on social media, something about 314, and I meant to look further into it, but I didn't at that point. So now it's starting to reflect and resonate. So before I go any further, let me go ahead and clear this energy. Alrighty, so as always, 1:44 on the clock timer, chosen ones. We're back at it with another general timeless intuitive reading for my soul tribe, Divine Divinity, Femme Masculine, Divine and Chosen Ones, and whoever else resonates with any of these messages at any time that you come across them. Divine Divinity is a safe place and a safe haven for all who come through. It's all inclusive until you exclude yourself with the fuck shit, meaning toxicity, brutality, disrespect, to the detriment specifically of others and even yourself. I just saw 227 on the clock timer. There's no place like home. But of course, we know that home, first of all, is where your heart is and where you're safe and protected. So bear that in mind when you think about how the term home resonates for you. Or let me say this, how the term home should resonate versus how it is resonating with you at any given moment. Because if you're not in any of those energies, I just saw 312 on the clock timer, Chicago area code. If you're not in the zhuzh and the energy of being where your heart is and being safe and protected, that is definitely not your own. Okay. I'm hearing spirit say that you're 333 on a clock timer. Spirit is resonating, just as I said that you are exactly where we, us are supposed to be, if we are following our intuitive promptings and guidance from the Holy Spirit of the Most High God. You know, Spirit says you are exactly where you're supposed to be. bar none, regardless of what anyone has to say. We have been strategically placed in various environments for very specific reasons. And this is specifically for my fellow chosen ones. Okay? Because a lot of us, many are called, but few are chosen. Very specific, soul-driven purpose and reasons that, first off, that we've been chosen by the divine. We didn't ask to be, that it's simply what it is. And when we're sent into certain environments, I just saw 444 on the clock timer, so this is talking about our foundation and our foundation being protected. Okay? Depending on what end of the spectrum that you are called to go into, or the direction of, it varies with each chosen one. Okay, yeah, we may be chosen, but we're not all chosen to do the same thing. We may be called and chosen to serve in like ways, but the environments that we are sent into may vary differently. And I've said this for years and years and years, and I even told my Aunt Latrice this when I was a teenager. I think I was 15 or 16. And this is before I was even anywhere near my spirituality. I was still in the church, religion based. And I told her, I don't remember how this conversation got started, but I remember telling her, Auntie, I think God has purposed for me to be able to go through a lot of the same things that destroy other individuals in environments, and to come out nearly unscathed without any of the issues in these dark shadow places, and to come out of it for specific reasons. And it's amazing to me now that even then at 15 and 16, I had that clarity about part of my purpose and design. Because I just intuitively picked that up. And she was like, no, God doesn't work that way. He wouldn't send you into into such environments on purpose and allow you to do these things. That's not the way of God. My Aunt Latrice was a minister, more so religion-based Christianity, but she was also very intuitive, highly intuitive. One of her favorite phrases that me and my cousins would bust out laughing is, "My spirit man said, my spirit man." And I remember her saying, I was telling her a story about a good friend of mine, TJ, who she knew then. And I said TJ's girlfriend in place of TJ's boyfriend. So, I'm telling her this story. And she was like, I know you're saying TJ's girlfriend, but my spirit man is saying boyfriend, TJ's boyfriend. And so she knew about my sexual preference. Well, I wasn't the one to just snatch somebody's preference out to someone who they did not give me permission to. But I just laughed my tail off because she was so accurate. She said, my spirit man is saying TJ's boyfriend. So that's how connected she was. She was truly gifted. And she truly loved the Lord. I'm not saying anything negative about her in her beliefs, but they were very limited. And this is why spirituality is such a gift, because it teaches us that there's no one way or path to divinity. Okay? There has to be a group of individuals who are able to reach down into the depths of the mud, the murk, the jungle to reach those that reside there and help bring them out if they want to when we come out of those shadowy places back into the light where we belong. Okay? And as I say that, I'm not saying that to say wag your finger at someone and make them feel less than and unworthy, but be the example that there is more. Okay? And if they want to continue on the path that they're on, that's fine. That's their business. That's not for us to further harass them about. Okay? Just keep it pushing. But on the flip side of that, if they don't want to come, that's fine. But if they continue working against you or trying to destroy you or us, if that's what some of these individuals are doing, then there's hell to pay. 10-10 on a clock timer completion. So something is definitely has been completed. A cycle has been closed out. And there's new beginnings. Okay? So one of, how do I want to put this, Holy Spirit? The areas of focus from these downloads that I've been getting, that I mentioned in yesterday's video, and the impact of these downloads, and when they finally started to integrate, baby, it was a wild one. It was a ride, because all these major soul items, I will say, they just started integrating, and just seeing, at least for me, 1111 on the clock timer, master number 11, a master intuit. We have mastered our intuition if we resonate with being a master number 11. A master intuit who has mastered our intuition. So let's continue to get into it. Okay, master number 11s. Okay, so we had those integrated downloads. Ugh. Baby, when I tell you it rocked the foundation, 1144 on the clock timer, 144 chosen ones. Baby, I was over it. Because I'm like, okay, Spirit, what is going on here? I mean, the effect of these integrations were that profound and intense. And I've had moments like this before throughout my spiritual journey, but I think this was the most intense one to date, and the things that were 1212 on a clock timer, manifestations. I think this was the most intense and impactful one to date, based on the information that was integrated from these downloads. Okay, so Quicken is very significant. I just channeled this energy a few moments ago. So Quicken is a program or software used by the computers. I believe it's Microsoft. But this is a financial app. It was particularly heavily used back in the 90s, early 2000s, because I remember my Uncle John using Quicken for his job, and he's a techie, and like one of the top ranking techies. I'm talking about like 1313 on the clock timer endings. I'm talking about like this president or something like that of the company that he works for, which I don't know if it's the same one, but that was his thing. That was his Jewish. That was his area. Okay, so we have Quicken for those financial reasons that will help keep everything in line, budgets, expenditures, things of that nature, and where certain funds are being distributed to and associated with. This could be for the use of home and business, or both. Then Y'all already know how I feel about this AI bullshit. I was talking about that briefly on yesterday's video. And I cannot fathom why so many people are just really excited about this AI. And I'm not making judgments on them, but I'm just like, okay, it's technology, but you all realize that it's artificial. Yes, this technology could be highly structured and highly intelligent, but it's artificial. Meaning that in order for AI to do what it needs to do, it needs to observe the originator. In order to map out, if not observe the originator, information has to be prompted into the computer system in order for it to be able to generate intelligence from that point on. And it will be easy for AI to rapidly imitate and produce information just like that. So again, I'm like, it's highly intelligent, and I'm not worried about it going rogue. My thing is artificial. Why would you prefer something that's artificial, that's fake, over something that is authentic? I just, I'm not going to argue though. I'm just, we're sharing aspects and points of views. I just don't get it, and I can't rock with it. Okay, and in the hands of the wrong person, let me say this, if used properly, it could be a good tool to have. Okay, because you can program AI to handle your day-to-day mundane tasks, so it frees up more time and space for us to create, to get into what truly, or further or more into what truly speaks to our heart, mind, body, and soul, and makes us feel a certain way, a particular certain spark. That I could fuck with. Okay? But most of the folk here in society, they're rogue, and that's not a judgment, but folk are very selfish, greedy, spiteful, petty, jealous, envious, and hateful, wanting to steal, kill, and destroy. So if majority of society is in that energy, what do you think they're going to use AI for? And it's just freely available now. Anybody can use AI for whatever reason. Y'all know about my recent situation with the toothless pink boy. Okay? We already know what that is and how it uses its interpretive skills. Because, like I said yesterday, as I'm speaking and doing certain things, he thought I didn't notice, but I'm looking at him and his little computer system, and it's focused on me, and the lights are just flashing and everything. And as I'm saying things and giving my perspective, he's computing or allowing his AI machine to compute and translate what I'm saying into a physical form of art. And he's showing me these pictures and, ooh, I like this one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's saying, like, lately I've been doing things about dancers. Okay, well, if you're not a dancer, how can you come up with these concepts? My first love was dance. And I'm getting back into that energy and vibe more and more each day. I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, a musician, a poet, an artist, a creative writer. So he's showing me these items, and it's all these both masculine and feminine energies of a dancer, or a surrounding of dark energy, and this person, male or female, on a path of light and enlightenment, whatever it is. I'm like, okay, yeah, those. Now the illustrations were dope, but don't be so amazed and act like that this is a concept that you came up with, because it's not. You just shifted my thoughts from a verbal aspect into a digital format. So it will look like this is something that you conceived and formatted yourself, but it's not true. You're plagiarizing my ideals in aspects from my business and transmuting it into something that you can use in your favor and say, hey, I created this. Bitch, why? That, case in point, I'm not fucking with AI like that. Which brings us to present time. So we have the Quicken, we have the AI. Now let's talk about these drones. Now, I've been noticing certain things. I've been aware of certain things for quite some time in certain environments, but it just wasn't clicking or hitting like, what's going on here? You know, I know that there's a third party energy working behind the scenes that's causing certain things. I just wasn't sure as to specifically how it was being done. I had some ideas, but my intuition was popping and my discernment, hey, this is abnormal. Okay? I think the most recent thing I noticed was these chirping birds. And it was a certain rhyme and rhythm to these chirping birds. It was the same chirp and sound reflex over and over again. And I love me some bird chirps and bird sounds. I love nature, period. But why at 3 a.m., 3:30 in the morning are there birds chirping? Just tweeting. I'm like, that's not normal. So I Googled it. Okay. And what came up in Google is saying if there's a bird chirping in your environment at that time, it could be a warning. Okay. And I was like, okay, so, that could be so. So I'm just like, okay. We'll just, let it ride, let it flow. And then as the in-between hours of night and today, first and foremost, those hours, I'll say between, for me specifically, between 3, maybe 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., 4:30. This is what is called the witching hour. Okay. And that simply means that the veil beyond the physical and the non-physical is very thin. And if we are routinely being awakened around those time frames, which I am all the time, it's a reason. You need to meditate, get into your discernment, or just be still, create or whatever, because something is being manifested within those hours. Either that or these sweet bitches and bobbleheads are up to no good. 24:05 on the clock timer. My address as a child growing up. Now I'm starting to see the relevance of these synchronicities coming up, because I'm like, why this address, it keep coming up and showing up. I had ideas, very specific ones, but okay, moving on. So, chirping of the birds. And so, when I had my time at the little motel, Holiday Inn, I'm in my room. I can't remember what time exactly it was. It was in the evening, I know that. How late? Again, I can't recall. But I heard this exact same chirping. The same rhythm and flow of this chirping. And I said, okay, Holy Spirit, I know all things are possible in this physical realm, but ain't no way that you can get me to believe that the same birds that was chirping over in my granny Pooh's house, and I'm hearing through my room, are the same set of birds that done followed me over to the Motel Holiday Inn. The same set of birds chirping the same same type of song, if you will. Now, birds chirp all the time, but their chirps are usually individual, and their song is individual. Okay? Unless it's this same exact bird, the song that it is singing is not going to be completely identical. These bird chirps were like identical. I'm like, okay, that's not right. I didn't even allow myself to consider drones because I never really thought about them like that. Okay, so I'm like, okay, we'll get to it. Spirit will reveal it to me, but that's not right. It don't feel right. And then little other things, like after the bird chirps, especially here, I would hear a hawk or something like that. I'm like, that don't sound right. That's, and I love nature. I love birds, especially birds of prey. And I'm just like, so we got birds chirping, and then we have hawks squawking, and now we have geese squawking, all within the same biometric rhythm. I'm like, it definitely felt like a warning. It's like, hey, you clock into this, because this is it's not right. But what resonated as a warning for me was not the intention of the usage of these forms of technology. And so I was on Twitter yesterday, and one of the Twitter content folk, the straight dude, he made a comment of, can someone teach me how to use a drone? I just got one. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't even really know what the hell a drone is. I mean, I know, but, drone, what the fuck? Like, but I knew that it came up for a reason. So I'm like, okay, we'll put a pin in it, because I'm not the type of person these days in my energetical vibrational frequency. I'm not going to stress myself over a point for too long, for the most part. Okay, if I can't figure it out quick enough, I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to release it to the divine for clarity at the right time. And that's exactly what I did. And so, in the in-between hours of night and day, well, night and morning, I'm, back on my little app, if y'all know, then you know. I'm not going to go through that, outline that detailed story again. But so I got a video talking about it. Are they dumb or stupid? I did maybe 2 weeks ago. So, same situation. And I'm just, I'm looking. And I'm like, okay, they're doing it again. Because I see someone in a long blue, cape thing, which is completely my style and zhuzh. Okay, I'm like, okay, that's my energy there. I'm just clocking things and everything. But I started, more than anything else, outside of the copying of my energy and how I move, the beat and the rhythm of my boogie, I was like, wait a minute. Is this a AI program? Because it was very synchronistic how certain things were happening. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, there's got to be AI. Because the previous situation, I'm like, it doesn't make sense. You mean to tell me that all these individuals are doing as someone else tells them to do? Like, bounce, you over there, jiggle, you over there, jump up and down, you over there, squat. And they just do it rhythmically. That didn't make sense to me, but this does. This was AI. Somebody, and I have quite the idea of who did it. And it wasn't just one person. But they input a prompt and command on when certain things occur with me that the AI program is activated. And I'm just like, okay, I see it. I mean, from not only my style, but imitating my dance moves. When I get into my little creative vibe, whether it's dancing or singing, all of that was heavily copied, especially the dance. Now, if they copied my singing voice, I don't know, because I always turn the sound off when I go in there, because I'm already aware of the gaslighting that goes on in this community, and I'm not with that bullshit. But that's why I specifically noticed that my dance moves and technique and styles were being mimicked and copied. Like, from my just kind of easy boogie style to me doing full out choreography, full movements. And I'm like, that's something that I would do. Like, as a matter of fact, I just did that the other day outside. Because when I'm outside, I can sing freely, more freely. I can dance definitely more full and wide outside, especially when the temperature is comfortable and nurturing to that energy. And I'm just like, okay, these idiots are definitely dumb, stupid, and completely unaware. It's the same shit over and over and over and over again. These people are definitely insane and stupid and highly unintelligent. For all of this to be happening, you don't think or believe or consider The possibility that with all of this redundancy, this repetitiveness, this pettiness, this envy, that no one is going to catch on just because it's what's the word I want to use, Holy Spirit? Upper technology. I'll go with that for right now. That you will never get caught. And I've said this for quite some time. I don't care how innovating technology is. When you do something using technology, there is always a footprint somewhere. Oh yeah, no, we erased that on the cloud. We did that there. We took that out. Okay, still, if someone truly knows what they're doing, and I'm talking like on a CIA, FBI level, or even beyond, they know and will tell you there is absolutely always a footprint. It may not be the full step, how do I want to say this? The full measure of steps that one took on a system, but it will compact the details into a footprint that will itemize what has been done. And that's what a footprint does. Up until the point that a file is deleted within a system, that footprint is always left behind, creating two hands. 10 levels of fingerprints, 2 feet, 10 levels of footprints. So there are at least 20 different ways to recall things done through technology. How now, brown cow? Okay, and one of the most funniest aspects of this is that these people will look at us and say that we're dumb, we're stupid, we're naive. Okay, we'll let you have that, but this simply proves that despite the advances in technology, nothing will beat the divine and spiritual gifts. I'm intercepting and picking up on these energies and the way that people move without an ounce of requirement of technology. The only use and need of technology that I have is when I upload my videos and download it onto the YouTube or whatever the fuck. But you know what I'm saying. That's all that I require from technology on my end. Otherwise, all of my gifts and tools are energetical. So the energetical versus technology, science. Okay. But I said all of that to say this. I see y'all. Each and every one of you all. And the tactics and techniques that are being used. One, I don't give a fuck because I live out loud. I don't have secrets. Okay? Anything that you can point your finger at me, I've already put out there. And I don't have to explain myself to anyone. And I've said this several times before because I'm an ordained initiate and highly anointed to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do, and not only for that specific reason, but because I have a very specific job to do, and I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck if anybody understands it or agrees with it or tries to throw me in a lump with the same individuals. No, I'm not like them. I'm not anything like them. And that's not a judgment. It's a knowing. And it's an informing to others who would believe or say Well, it's the same thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'll leave that right there for now because we already 39 minutes into this video and I ain't touched not a nothing. So let's go ahead and I'm going to clear this energy again. And one thing that tripped me out is I was told that someone doesn't like the way I carry myself. My response that I wanted to say, I didn't. I just said, but the way that I carry myself is as who I am, authentic, transparent. Y'all see these cut up things, my joggers, and I think these are actually pretty dope. I like them. Are they? I did some little experimenting, as I stepped out on the porch yesterday to smoke my blanquita to see how it feels out in the open, So I'm gauging the type of temperature that these would be appropriate outside. Mind you, I'm on the porch. And I'm not gallivanting around. And I definitely know the appropriate environments to wear something like this. But I like it. I think it is innovative. I wouldn't necessarily call myself a fashionista. I've always had my own style. I do know how to sew. I learned how to sew when I was a kid. I made my own pair of pants as a kid. But I get that shush and boogie from my papa. He's very eclectic, very stylish, and so am I in my own right and way. And I like this. It's very sexy. It's very provocative and primitive, sensual. Okay, I'm gonna do some pictures full on of these joggers. But baby, okay, it's almost like what did I tell my friend? Hot boy, what did I say? Hot boy. We'll just go with hot boy attire at this moment. But when I'm in my sexy vibe, I want to be able to wear something like this, or like it. And I'm going to start creating a new aspect of my creative energy and endeavors. So we did that. So we're going to start with some initial channel messages. Ooh, Lord, this going to be one. 42 minutes in. Wow. Oh, wow. Social Security, soap opera, and ancestors. Gypsy. LGBTQ community, bear could be significant, Marie Laveau. So a warlock could have been trying to call out on or petition Marie Laveau. Warlock. Marie Laveau is like, in the reverse. Marie Laveau don't fuck with these people. Because if I can get it out, they were trying to set up for masculine, divine and chosen ones. You don't. I'm not even gonna go get into that again. When you I'm gonna delve into it slightly. When you petition an entity or whatever, you best be sure, one, that you know who you're petitioning. Two, that you know how to petition them correctly with the proper requirements and the proper intentions and respect. These motherfuckers, in the energy that they're in, that I'm referring to, they just go off and do things half cocked without any sense of integrity, respect, any knowledge or wisdom, any research or anything like that. They just go and do some shit because somebody told them to do it or somebody showed them. This is how we do it. Confirmation. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They don't know that Archangel Michael is one of our protectors. He fucks with us like that. And little do most folk know, if you're in my vibrational frequency, so does motherfucking Marie Laveau. She's an ancestor. Identical twins could be significant. So what the energy that I'm picking up on right now is that some of you feel masculine, you could actually have an identical twin that you never knew about. And this was done intentionally, and you all were separated intentionally so that you could be raised as who you are somewhat, while your identical twin was with another family member being coached and trained to your identity and your likeness so that they can be set up and in place and ready for the day that they assumed they were going to be able to take us out and replace us with our identical twin. That's what I'm picking up on. This identical twin, just like I was saying, was left in solitary confinement. This twin had no human contact outside of that of their handler. That's how I'm going to say it. Wolf, poison. See, I've been, the last few days, it just ain't been right. There was something that was starting to repeat itself again. I was like, I know this too well. Poison in the reverse. It's not going to work. Not this time. I couldn't stop shitting. And that's what led me into the hospital. 2 years ago when I was living in Dallas, it got to the point to where I weighed 107 pounds. Some type of poison or infection had leaked into my blood system and just wreaked havoc. Voodoo. Rituals. Birds of prey. Look at this. Hawk, eagle, owl, falcon. What was that? Okay. Abusive. Yeah, these motherfuckers would. Abusive is not even the accurate description. Brutality. That's not even accurate when we're talking about the intensity level of what was being done here. The crime that was being committed. Crimes. Okay, I'm hearing a crime syndicate. Heavy on the racketeering. RICO charges. And beyond. It's so many things. And with everything that I have uncovered up until this day in my videos and readings, maybe we still have not gone beneath the surface. That's the crazy part. That's the fucked up part about this shit. And look, I was snacking on a banana earlier. While I was in, the little chat room. This is trash now. Where's that garbage bag? But don't you know, as I'm in the room, this little pudgy ass white boy, no disrespect, I'm not bigoted or racist. I love all people from all shapes and sizes. But I say, look at this damn fool. A banana. Y'all really think I'm stupid and unaware? Highly not. Okay? Add that with my spiritual gifts and my creative talents, baby. Y'all the stupid ones to even think that you got a leg up. And they just keep on. Let's get into the forecasting of energies using my numerology and dice. 215. Union, companionship, partnership energy. I'm not going to go through the full outline of these, but I'm just going to say union, companionship, partnership energy from all ends of the spectrum. We'll leave that at that. This is your second house energy. What is that? Taurus and Venus. It rules all aspects of material and physical or physicality in this earthly realm. Touch, taste, sound, scent, sight. These uses of technology could have been affecting either one of those senses, any combination of them, if not all, to have a unhealthy aspect to our physicality, to our physicalness. You know, because certain frequencies and vibrations can affect our mind, body, and soul. And if you're evolved enough, you may feel a pinch of it, but it's not going to impact us the way that they intended it to. Because we are the ones who truly have the leg up. One leg up, one leg up, one leg up. Okay, so there. Touch, taste, sound, sight. Your second house rules income and money, baby. Self-esteem. Okay? That type of shit. Then we have 1, which talks about our emotionality. Pay attention to how you feel in any given circumstance and or situation. This is also talking about self, unconditional love, self-forgiveness, awareness, self-awareness. And this is the thing about self-awareness. You cannot be properly aware of any other person without first being aware of yourself. And again, someone just yesterday was trying to tell me who I am and my motives. And y'all not even aware of what you're doing? How is it that I'm clear and outlined, regardless of what it looks like? I'm living my purpose and design. I may not be doing what y'all want me to do, but I'm certainly doing what the Holy Spirit of the Most High wants me to do. And when it comes to that versus them, I'm choosing the divine. Because what authority do they have over the way that I move and boogie? Okay, I don't move and boogie for anybody else but myself and the divine. So like it or not, that's fine, but that's your business, and I'm not going to take on those burdens. Before, maybe, yes. Now, no more. Okay? You're not going to come and dump all of your baggage and your burdens on me and then walk away and expect me to take your shit on, and you walk away scot-free, and I'm left holding your baggage. I released that shit right on back. You don't have to deal with that. You're not gonna dump that on me. Whatever choices that you all made is on you. Accountability. Why can't you keep a job? That's one thing about me. When I was in the working environment, people knew, if we could say one thing about that nigga Binks, he always kept a job. So how is it that this is known about me, but you're trying to make me sound like a bum? No. I've always held down a job, and very good jobs, might I add, when I didn't have the proper what's the word I wanted to use? Credentials to obtain and maintain their job. And as for my last job that I was working as an account manager, one of 3 for a cash business, my only boss was the CEO. I worked directly under the CEO. And I specifically made the conscious decision to walk away from that because I am a creative. I am a boss. I'm not meant to work for somebody else my entire life. I can't serve my purpose and design being locked up by a schedule. I need to be able to move and boogie when spirit say move and boogie. And that's simply what it is. And when I left there, immediately I created Soul Driven, Soul Intended, and Bryson Photography. I don't like the term small business. I like to think of things as startups. Okay? And that was what, 7 years ago? 7. Divinity, transcendence. That's what 7 represents for me. It's been a journey. And of course, starting from scratch, it's not going to take off immediately. But I know that what I have and what I've created is good, because there have been several people trying to steal my business. They definitely always steal my ideas, my creative ideas, and plagiarize them. I've been hacked I don't know how many times. If what I'm doing is, not worth anything, why are so many people desperate to take it and grab it for themselves? And I'm not saying that out of ego, but it's definitely a flex. Okay, because this is something that I've birthed from within of the Holy Spirit, of the Most High, my best friend. So that's that one reason alone. I know. Okay, so all of these people are attacking me and my throne because this is my shit. I must be doing something that is going to change the world. And I'm okay with that. Because if what I'm doing is nothing, okay then. But that in and of itself lets me know that I'm building an empire. Plus the divine lets me know this all the time. You are on the right path. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And I will keep going. 1. Again, our emotionality, leadership energy, the type of leader that creates other leaders and not simply followers. New beginnings. Okay? This is what? First house energy, Aries and Mars, very intense, aggressive energy. First impressions, all of that good shit, so on and so forth. And then finally we have 5, which talks about upcoming changes for our highest good and expansion. That's 5th house energy, the Leo and the Sun. This is all about creativity, self-expression, the attention to the color of our energy and who we are. Whether they like it or not, we are seen. We stand bold and out loud. This also talks about our spark, our creativity. The zhuzh of our bounce, rhythm, and boogie, if you will. Okay? Incidentally, I'm a Leo sun sign, and my north node is Leo. Okay? I'm just saying I had to throw that in. Okay, that's that Leo energy. And then romance, fun, and play. It's time for us to have a little bit of romance, have a little bit of fun, have a little bit of play, if you will. And that's exactly what I do. Because it's balanced and it's proportioned. Okay? You may not freak the way that I freak and enjoy my fun and play. And that's fine. I don't care if you do or you don't. But don't come at me like I'm just out here reckless, because I'm not. And it's not whatever it is, it's balanced and it's proportioned. My energy is temperance. It's tempered, Sagittarian energy. Incidentally, I'm a Sagittarius moon. I'm just saying. Double fire sign with a Leo and a Sag. Archer. Balance. Okay? But All of that type of shit is projection. And I used to take that on in the past because I was unawakened. Now that I'm in my God energy, it's all of that is old and stale, and it no longer resonates with me. My auntie Linda the other day, when one of the downloads it dropped, baby, and integrated, she came up here and she was like, "People don't know this version of you. They don't know who you are, so you have to move a certain way." And it's, I'm like, okay. And the moment I almost bought it, but it's like, why should I? Essentially, she's asking me, or was asking me, to dim my light, not to shine so brightly, to make those around me more comfortable and at ease. And I did that my entire life. I deluded myself around everybody because I didn't want to make people uncomfortable by me simply being who I am. The fuck? No, I'm not doing that again. Not anymore. I've been stifled 37 years of my life. 38, 39. It wasn't until, when I hit my 40s, I'm 42 now, that I really started feeling the beat, my rhythm, my boogie, my zhuzh. And it's like, yo, you are a gift. It is a blessing and a privilege for people to imbibe and be around my energy. And I say that with all due respect, gratitude, appreciation, and humility. I'm the shit. And when I say that, I'm not saying that you are less than anything, because you too can be the shit same as well. But only if you own it. Let's be the shit together, individually in our own way, without having to tear someone down or destroy someone else in order for us to rise higher. That's the old paradigm standard. That's not the now standard of what we, the divine femme masculine chosen ones and other divine beings, are working towards to recreate. It doesn't happen instantaneously. For philosophers and visionaries like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr., what they were doing, even though a lot of people didn't like it or understand it from two different ends of the spectrum, they continued to move forward with it. And we as a people, all races, are free now because of the work that they did then and were assassinated for. So, you mean to tell me that because you don't understand what somebody is doing or what someone is working towards, they should just stop? What if Malcolm X or Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stopped? Imagine where we would be today. Imagine that if they let the thoughts and opinions of the outside world, people who didn't give them the path. Imagine if they listened to people and not to the creator, or whoever they believed in, Muslim, Christianity. That is the mantle that comes with being a philosopher, a visionary, someone who can create and manifest an energy, a person, place, or thing that is so intense, so powerful, and impactful that it will shift the entire direction of the entire world. And that's what I'm creating. My personal empire, excuse me. And it's not just for myself, it's for other people as well. And it's humongous. And I'm going to leave it there because I've never told anybody the full scope. Well, maybe 3 people, because a couple of years ago, I showed these individuals that I wanted to collaborate with. They saw the full business plan at that time. It has expanded since then. But they were all like, where did you come to? How did you? Hey, look, it didn't come from me. It came from the divine. I'm just as shocked as you are. Because something of this magnitude, spirit, you would trust me with something like this? Even though I felt like I couldn't do it at that time, but I had to force myself to believe, because I know that the Holy Spirit of the Most High God is not going to put something of this magnitude into my lap if I couldn't do it, if I couldn't handle it. And I can. I know that now. Not only can I, but I am. And I'm going to continue to do so. There's going to be a truckload of people that's going to come back and be like, hey, big head, no, be the sweet bitch. Go back over there, because you're not going to come back into my energy thinking that you're going to sit at my table when you didn't believe in me. Not only that, you didn't support me or anything that I've created thus far, which is noteworthy if we want to compare and contrast, because I'm always being compared against outside energy. Okay, is if what they're doing is, big boss bitch type energy. Okay, because if we want to go there, yeah, financially it may look good somewhat, but what I've done, created, is something that is going to continue to generate resources and expand exponentially on its own. My podcast has audiences in 45, 46 countries. A little nobody, quote unquote, like me. Soul driven, soul intended. This has expanded further than I even imagined when I created it. And it's continuing to grow. And I'm patient enough to trust in the knowing of my purpose and design. And you should too, Femme Masculine, if you are walking in your path. Whether it's folk understand it or agree with it or not, it's not their business. Okay? And it's not our business to make them understand. Either they do or they don't. And if they don't, that's fine. But get out my way. And if you don't want to support, that's fine. That's fine. We're already used to that anyway. Black sheeps. We've always been outcasted. We know that we're not wanted around. Okay? We know that people want us to scram beat it. You think we want to be in this situation? No. We're here because we're being obedient. And even if we didn't want to be obedient, the Holy Spirit of the Divine will create or allow situations to put us where we need to be. And that's something, that was an epiphany right there. Wow, thank you, Holy Spirit. So let's go ahead and pull up the spirit number. This is a long video. 215. But Spirit say, go forward. I mean, this is what you're here to do. And I remember a particular thing that I told my auntie when she was up here. And she was like, see, that's spirituality right there versus religion. People ain't ready for that level of spirituality. So you have to keep that to yourself. And I'm just like, yeah, and I'm crying and everything. Yeah, you're right. Because she was like, because you scared your grandmother. I was like, that was not my intent. I wasn't trying to scare anyone. However, foolishly on my part, I was trying to convey to what was going on with me, knowing that they wouldn't be able to grasp and conceive of what I was trying to say. And I should have just said, I'm okay, it is what it is. But no, because that's an old aspect of me of wanting to be understood, wanting to be embraced. So I explain where I should be keeping my mouth shut, or over explaining, or things come out in an anxious way because I'm excited about the information and I just want to get this out. I'm no longer going to do that again, because the minute they're looking at me like I'm crazy, they calling people, talk to them. No, I'm trying to talk to you, and every time I open my mouth, you interrupt me, and you're on the phone with somebody. Will you talk to them? No. I'm trying to talk to you, and you're just disregarding me. That will be tolerated no more. No more. Because when someone does not allow you to speak, they don't respect you. Especially when you have demonstrated the maturity to let the opposing side speak and say what they need to say without interruption. But the moment you open our mouth, or we open our mouths, there's an interjection. Okay, I see what this is. And I'm not going to say another word. Go at it, have at thee. Spirit number 215. Spiritually, when it comes down to the wire, spirit number 215 means that a time is coming where you will be able to make changes that will allow goodness and abundance to come into your life. What I was just saying. Tell me I'm a lie. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And this is what I love about spirituality. Because none of this shit here is planned. This is why you go within instead of relying on these outside energies telling you what it is and who you are. No, those days are over with. You could attempt to tell me what it is and who I am from your perspective. That's fine. But that's your business. It's none of mine. I know who I am. Mind, body, and soul. In an hour. I've done the work. And it wasn't easy. It was very painful. Very. But nevertheless, I ain't run away. I'm not pussy. I'm a gentle heart and soul, but I'm not weak. Nowhere near weak by any standard whatsoever. And that's people's problem. This misconception that we're weak. Baby, you don't know what strength is. None of these people that stand in judgment of us would be able to withstand the types of things that we've had to as divine, fair, masculine, and chosen ones. Angel number, spirit number 215 tells you that the life changes you are contemplating and or are experiencing are for your highest good and will be of long-term benefit to you. These changes are positive and, come on, Holy Spirit, what I was just saying, and are in line with your soul-driven divine life path and purpose. Trust that your angels are with you and are available for guidance and assistance anytime that you ask. Angel number, spirit number 215 brings a message to maintain a positive attitude and mindset about making important challenges and changes in your life as your thoughts and beliefs are being manifested into reality. Stay optimistic about current changes and trust that all is going according to divine plan. Adapt to these changes gracefully. Check how you truly feel about situations and circumstances in your life as you use them as a gauge to your next steps. Pretty much what I'm doing real time right now in this video. The next steps. If things feel right, then they are right. Didn't I say earlier, it just, even though I wasn't in the know exactly of what was going on, it just ain't right. It don't feel right. If it feels right, then they are right. In turn, if things feel uncomfortable to you, change the situation. Doubt equals don't. One of my favorite interpretations of the old standard. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. What Spirit showed me is that sometimes the benefit is the doubt. Only certain people will vibrate and resonate with that. Sometimes that benefit, that's the doubt right there. Listen to you, that's discernment or intuition, however you want to look at it. The overall number and energy is 8. 8 is a very powerful, impactful, infinite energy. Timeless. It goes on and on and on and on. Never-ending energy. To infinity and beyond. 8 talks about strength, healing, tenacity, prosperity, and abundance. Okay? You have to be very strong and tenacious. And didn't I say that earlier? People was thinking that we weak. They really don't have a true sense of what strength really is. We may come off meek and humble, but baby, by no means are we pussy. So the 8th house is Scorpio and Pluto energy, birth, death, sex, transformation, and mysteries. The fuck? Check yourself before you wreck yourself is all I'm saying. Okay, so let's finally... Yeah, this is... I think this is one of my longest readings to date. Ever. Because, baby, we... An hour and 15 minutes in. We'll get to this pendulum. Possibly later. Oh. Alrighty, we're starting with tarot. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this past energy? Regardless of how recent or how far in the past, 5 minutes and beyond, what do we need to know about this past energy? The headliner, so to speak, if you will. Queen of Cups. Oop. In the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Karmic feminine energy, male or female. This Queen of Cups in the reverse is someone who was insecure, highly insecure, dependent, codependent on our energy, and expecting some sort of martyrdom energy. This could have been the expectancy in the past for us to martyr ourselves for them. No, baby. That ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now. This now energy, Holy Spirit, what's going on here? 2 of Swords in the upright. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This 2 of Swords energy. Wait, that is 2 of Swords, yeah. Okay, 2 of Swords energy in the upright is difficult choices, indecision, stalemate energy. So as we are making the difficult choices that we need to make, somebody could be trying to cause a stalemate by projecting indecision, their indecisions onto us, or just indecision period, not knowing where to go, how to go, what to do, how to do it. By making us feel like we don't know what we're doing when we actually truly do. We're quite meticulous in what we're doing, whether they know it or not. And that brings a new aspect and credence to move in silence. There's no need for us to tell any and everybody every move that we make. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make. It's that type of energy that they expect from us, and that's not how it is, and nor how it's going to be. You want us to tell you everything so that you can sabotage it? Is it now like y'all were doing before? No. Calling out the hound dogs, the basset hounds. What's this near future energy, Holy Spirit? A 6 of swords in a reverse, more air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. 6 of swords in the reverse is a bunch of emotional baggage, unresolved issues. Come on, Holy Spirit. What was I just saying earlier up until now? Resisting transition. But tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no clue. And I say that again, humbly. But baby. Anyway, in this past energy, Holy Spirit, what was the obstacle to this Queen of Cups energy in the past? What was presenting itself to be the obstacle? That's why I shuffle and do this shit with the camera focused on the cards. Because I don't be liking that bullshit. Oh, them cards fixed. No, bitch. You see me shuffling. The fuck you mean? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is someone who is, or in this past time frame, they were making a lot of moves and maneuvers, if you will, that produced work without rewards. These people were very lazy, regardless of how they appeared to be, because appearance ain't always reality. Okay, first and foremost, lazy as fuck and obsessive with other folks' resources, because we know that Pentacles talks about all earthly things, material, resources, body. Okay. They were obsessed over somebody else's pinnacle energy. See, like that. Y'all saw that jump out, right? Okay, wow. Ooh, okay. These two cards jumped out. So the 7 of Cups in the upright is the outcome from the past energy. 7 of Cups in the upright, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So for masculine, you could have in the past have been in this dreamer state, just kind of, visioning and daydreaming what it would be like to actualize our goals and dreams and our purpose and design. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, searching for purpose, choices. Just in your head space, but in a balance, this isn't negativity. We're in our heads about our purpose and design. Now, this obstacle to this 2 of Sword energy in the now, this is the Tower in the upright. We all know what the Tower is. And if you don't, if you're new to this sort of thing, baby, the Tower is destruction. Whatever empire that was built on this evil energy, baby, is coming down. Whether they like it or not, is being destroyed. Something has to be destroyed in order for something better to take its place. The Tower. This stalemate that they're trying to cause for us in the now is being blocked off by this Tower. And this is something that they created for themselves, because they did not have to move in these energies that they felt that they had to move in. Just because we're not like everybody else we must be sacrificed. Okay. Because we may be a little witchy in our ways. They're evil. They're of the devil. Y'all know my mother called me the devil the other night. I'm a devil, but I move and operate mind, body, and soul with very loving energy. I don't move against people to destroy them, steal, kill, and destroy. But I'm somehow the devil. Look at the fruits of your labor, people, before you speak on someone else. And trust and believe. I have not nowhere, and y'all know this already, I have not nowhere near spoke on the things that I know intuitively and that the divine, the Holy Spirit of the Most High God has shown me. Because if I was to do that right now, they wouldn't be able to take. Lovers is the outcome in the now. This is a very passionate introduction to a relationship. One moment, y'all. Okay, so yeah, the Lovers card. So this is the precipice to something very special, very intense. This is possibly the prequel to a marriage. And look, the outcome, didn't I say something had to be destroyed in order for something else to rise? This is one aspect of this lover's energy. And I always like to describe this energy. Both energies are aware of their shadow aspects, masculine and feminine, male or female. And they're also aware of their divinity. And they have fallen for one another in this balanced energy. I like to describe this lover's energy as making love and then fuck. Y'all already, if you know me or follow my content, you know that's my favorite vibe. And it doesn't necessarily have to be limited to a freak vibe, but that's also how I like to freak. Let's make love and then fuck. Okay? And no, when I say, and I have to tell people, when I say let's make love, no, I don't mean let's fall in love with each other. Not in these particular environments, because I know better than that. But the energy and action behind making love is soft, it's tender, it's equal give and take, reciprocity. That's what I'm talking about. Not just being focused on me, and what I like, but also attempting to fulfill your counterpart at that given time, what they like, and what makes them feel good, and what turns them on. That aspect alone changes the entire vibe of a physical, sexual experience. Because if both sides are being sexually satisfied and turned on, and we allow that energy to reverberate and rise, can you imagine the intensity and the passion level of that experience? But people these days, they don't want to listen to that, or they don't understand that aspect. They just want to get in, beat the pussy up, have their needs fulfilled. They want us to submit to them so that they can dominate us, and that's it, that's all. That's one reason why I go on the website, because I don't like wasting my person to person energy on a physicality that's one-sided. Okay, let's freak on camera. And the ironic thing is, they try to do the same thing. Like, baby, on a camera, come on now, that's destitute. This obstacle to this 6 of Swords in the reverse, resistance, resisting transition, emotional baggage, is this Ace of Wands in the upright. So somebody is resistant in the near future, this change of environment, this revolutionary turn of events in the now and how it's going to reverberate for the future. They are resisting the energy of an Ace of Wands in the upright, someone who is highly creative, has a very intense and powerful level and vibration of willpower, inspiration, and desire. We desire to inspire other people as people are inspired by us to seek out their own desires. Now tell me which energy is likely to withstand the test of time. What's the outcome of these energies in the near future, Holy Spirit? Four of Pentacles in the reverse, baby. Poverty. When you go up against this type of energy, this type of Ace of Wands energy, and you continue to do so, you're going to land yourself in the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Poverty. So as that begins to happen, don't be coming over here pointing the finger at us. Because we ain't do nothing to you all in the beginning, first place. Yeah? Okay? So don't do that. Y'all were making moves against us long before we even conceived of the possibility that our own family was trying to destroy us, inside and out. That was inconceivable to us at one point in time or another. They gone into poverty because they was being greedy and stingy with our own resources. How now, brown cow? You tell me that. Possessiveness? Okay. From the bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. In the reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This Four of Cups in the reverse is talking about a sudden awareness of what it is and what it ain't. Choosing happiness, choosing ourselves, accepting things for what they are, accepting people for who they are, and moving the fuck on. We understand that there's not a damn thing that we can do to shift their energy. We cannot make them love us. We cannot make them appreciate us. We cannot make them see us or value us. So there's no more trying. And no, that's not intended to be disrespectful. It simply is what it is. Because when you do the reflective work, which I have done over and over again, at not one time throughout my life when it came to me being celebrated, uplifted, and abandoned and standard held for me, none of them came through. Except one on each side. None of them came through and stood there to clap for me when it was most important. All these people seem to remember are my failures. But they weren't there for any of my triumphs, and I've had a lot of them. And depending on your standard of triumphs, if we want to compare and contrast, my triumphs supersede anything that they've ever done. I mean, if we want to get into the zhuzh and boogie of it all, and I'm not saying this from an egoic point of view, but I mean, if we want to get into it, I'm a legitimate member of the Screen Actors Guild. Yeah, the SAG Awards. Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah, my name is on that list. I was a lead role in a new TV series. Yay, debunked. But the fact of the matter is, I got the part. I was on TV in an acting role. Let's see. All my creative gifts and talents. That in and of itself. The fact that I am a budding and still expanding, two-time entrepreneur, sole proprietorship, creating an entire soul tribe, successfully healing myself, mind, body, and soul, and showing other people that they can do the same thing by being the catalyst of their own healing by the example that I'm putting forward. And I be so honored. I always cry when somebody tells me, thank you so much. You don't know how much you're helping me, or you're my hero. Things like that. Or thank you for the word. Stuff like that. And those type of responses are only increasing. And I'm just like, wow. And it's true what they say. Just because no one is saying anything doesn't mean that they're watching. Because they are watching from both ends of the spectrum. Watching to destroy you and watching and learning from you. And only now is more and more people are starting to speak up about how you've helped them and how much what you're doing means to them. From the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. Relax, relate, release energy. You're releasing from this Empress in the reverse, masculine or feminine energy. This is a feminine energy that is barren, dried up in the womb, spiritually and physically. They can't produce anything from within because they're dead inside. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. They're dead inside, rotting from the inside out because of this magician in the reverse. All of this spell work, all of this energy manipulation trying to destroy another because they know that we are the fucking star. Quit playing. I cannot make this shit up even if I wanted to. Let's switch over into cartomancy. And this is why they are trying to destroy us. Steal, kill, and destroy. Because they view us as instead of something or someone that is a blessing, they view us as a curse. As something that is intimidating. And they can't understand. They can't fathom something or someone of our nature. And because of that, we must destroy them by any means necessary. Ain't that a Malcolm X quote? Okay. And for me, it's not one or the other. Yeah. What's going on now is balancing both ends of the spectrum. Yes, we want to be love, peace, and all of that stuff. More so Martin Luther King. But sometimes we know that we have to Malcolm X it. If you know what I mean. Okay, now you ain't finna keep, punching, poking and prodding and throwing jabs and swings at us. And we just gonna be, all light and love. There's gonna come a point in time to where we will swing back. And trust me, the power in our punch ain't nothing to be played with. And the thing about that is we don't have to do anything physically. We don't even have to do any spell work. All we have to do, one, is stand in our power and our energy and return that shit back to sender. And at a certain point, we don't even have to do that. We just alchemize that shit straight on out. Alchemy. Eight of Cups in the upright. This Queen of Cups in the past, in the reverse, was trying to stop us from emerging as the social butterfly. They didn't want us to be that beautiful to people. Past energy. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is the energy of the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Holy Spirit, what's this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse in the past? Look at this. High Priestess in the upright. So, whoever these persons or individuals in the past that was in this Knight of Pentacle energy, this lazy, obsessive energy working without reward, somehow at some point, we knew it. We began to see it because we had started our spiritual journey. Even before then, we could see certain things. Certain things didn't line up because we were always this high priestess in the upright, Queen of Wands, male or female, someone who is very passionate, highly creative, highly intuitive and empathic. Even when we didn't understand those gifts, we were always that. And they even saw aspects of those gifts even before we knew what was going on. And that was the catalyst, like, this ain't normal. Take them out. Oh, and they got money too. Let's take that first and then take them out. Wait, no. Let's steal the money, train their identical twin, take them out, and then have the twin replace them. And this is simply why people died in the past. Nine of Swords in the upright. Death. That's my death card. Enough said. Enough said. I'm not even going to expound on that. There's Two of Swords and the... Now, somebody's doing moon magic. Somebody is doing moon magic because they don't want anything to change. Baby, you're attempting to do moon magic on a moon goddess or a moon god. This is part of what I was trying to explain the other night. Baby, we are one with the moon. We are the moon god, the moon goddess. The moon is our mother. What do you mean? Baby, that ain't gonna work out. Not at all. What's this Tower card, Holy Spirit, that's getting ready to hit? Yeah. Two of Swords in the reverse. Any masks that these people were wearing, baby, the mask is no more. People are seeing beyond the veil. And that's part of the reason why this tower is hitting. Baby, anything that they stood on, anything whatsoever, and anything that anybody assisted on, like a domino effect, it's coming down. The walls of Jericho is what I just heard. The walls of Jericho comes tumbling down. For those who like to use the Bible, as I like to call it. Baby, well, if the walls of Jericho came tumbling down, what do you think is getting ready to happen? It's already started to happen. And this is the pre-energy of the tower. What's going on now with them is just showing them. This is just a pinch of what's getting ready to actually go down. This isn't the actual tower. This is, okay, we're giving you a sneak peek of how things are getting ready to unfold, and unfold rapidly. Because this is now energy. Baby. Okay. What's this outcome, Holy Spirit? Yeah, we're getting this lover's energy because we love ourselves, first and foremost, unconditionally. We've forgiven ourselves for anything and everything that we're accountable for and that we've allowed in our lives. And we've learned to put ourselves first beyond anything or anyone else. No, I'm not going to put you first before myself. I'm going to take care of me first before I adhere to any request. And that's if I adhere. And that's the energy that my soul tribe is in. What's this Six of Swords in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Spell work. You see what I'm saying? Spell work, energy manipulation, moon magic. Okay. What's this Seven of Cups, Holy Spirit? Wait, is that the Seven of Cups? Oh, this Ace of Wands. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Temperance. Four of Wands. Balance. Practicality. Knowing how to balance practicality and logic, along with the things of the divine, creativity and spirituality. We could do both at the same damn time. That is part of what makes us such a force to be reckoned with. Because we can meet and exceed on both sides of the fence. I mean, if you want to go there, again, with the utmost honor and reverence for all and of us, and humility, that is often not reciprocated to us. But it is what it is. If you want to look at it from a practical, logical way, we can meet you there, but we can also take you somewhere else and vice versa. Not everyone can do that. It's also twin flame energy. Look at this. Four Pentacles in the reverse. They were being stingy with our own birthright and inheritance. How that is? I told you, birthright and inheritance. We're getting what's rightfully ours. They tried to play us. That's why they're losing their resources. Look at this. Generational wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Generations to come. We're not addicts. Regardless of what we indulge in, we do it balanced and with clarity. Temperance. Again, that's that temperance energy. Whatever it is. We could like fucking having casual sex. We don't do it all the time. And even if we're in a casual environment, we may participate in certain things, but that don't mean we just throwing ass or throwing dick all willy-nilly. Because that's not the case either. Generational wealth. Look at this Queen of Pentacles in a reverse. This could be a sex worker. Someone who's materialistic for no reason. Tried to send us an abrupt ending. They were being stubborn, causing conflict and issues with other loved ones. They were fucking with the Earth Angel. And someone wants to come towards us because we're balanced and keeping balance on a soul level. See, they're going into poverty. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. New beginning. Yeah, whatever efforts they tried to take to murder us, it didn't work. Them trying to humiliate us actually revealed who they are. Black Widow energy. Yeah, they were trying to kill us. They were looking at me crazy when I said that the other day. Who's trying to kill us? My family. And I said it to their face. Because I'm tired of keeping mum's the word. And normally I move how Spirit tells me to move. But I didn't all the way do that evening. It was just okay. This is a lot of stuff for me holding in. Especially being being in the environment and watching shit go down. And just, Spirit say, don't say nothing. Just, you're here for a reason. Extended reason for a purpose. Just observe. But baby, I had to let that shit out. That was a lot of integrated download energy. You know, I know better now, but it actually worked in my favor. Because baby, when I didn't talk to the person that they wanted me to talk to after continuously interrupting me over and over and over and over again, they called the police, which, okay, I told them I'm willing. If you all find that I'm not legit, mind, body, or soul, here, take me in. Cuff me. He was like, we don't want that. Just come outside, let us check you out, make sure that all level that you good. Okay, let's go. But baby, when I walked outside, the whole street, the block, was lit the fuck up. I'm like, why are all of these police cars here and lit up like that? Like it was fucking Christmas on a spring evening. And I'm just looking like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But see, when I came out, I was cool, calm, and collected. They said, do you mind if we check you before we get into the vehicle? And they did this out in front of everybody. Sure, go ahead. Pop, down. Cool. Check my vital systems and everything. Everything's normal. I'm stabilized. In fact, thank you. It's like, you could go, unless you want to go to the hospital. No, I'm good. I don't want to go to the hospital. But see, what was set up and designed to make me look like a rabid animal actually did the opposite. Because I don't know what they told the police department to have all of them people lined up like that. It was like almost like I was a terrorist or something. And this was like the bomb squad or something like that. Something of that level and magnitude, and I come out cool as a cucumber, no cuffs, no nothing. Imagine how that makes the opposite side look. Just imagine. Three of Swords. As I say, imagine. Three of Swords in the upright. Physically stressed, tired, long-suffering, worn out. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. See, this is what I love about the divine. Y'all see me shuffling. Ain't no way in hell these things can align like that. Narcissist. Page of Swords in the reverse. Dealing with a family and group full of narcissists. One narcissist in control of another narcissist, trying to usurp control and authority over Earth Angels, chosen ones, and empaths. Balance versus imbalance, pretty much. Yeah, this is because they want to fight. They wanted to start a spiritual warfare. Three of Wands in the upright. How can I make this bullshit up? But look here. King of Swords in the upright. Ogun energy, God of War. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, divine masculine energy, male or female, going to war for what's rightfully ours on a soul level. This is the soul of mind, body, and soul. Not only that, this is also the legal authority, the judicial system on the proper side of the fence taking action against what was done illegally. Meaning that justice and judgment are coming for these individuals. We're getting our justice. They're getting their judgment and them Chanel bracelets. Out to prison. Or the psych ward. Or beyond, if you get what I'm saying. And poverty. Fate. Somebody could be in Herman. What would I say? These were thieves. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. They stole from us. They created a generational curse of poverty, lack, homelessness, and bad health. All for their greed. Queen of Cups was the one, and Queen of Cups in the reverse. This could be a mother or mother figure energy, male or female, or figure or something like this. It could even be a lover. This was someone who was unloving, unfeeling, cold-hearted, and distant towards you. They were the cause of this Three of Pentacles. All of these problems with our resources. We're sending, yet again, we are the Queen of Pentacles, meaning we don't chase the bag, bitch. We attract it. Yeah, more Black Widow energy, or this Black Widow is heartbroken because they tried to play us and it didn't work. They were spreading lies and rumors. Two of Wands in the reverse. And they got the nerve to be looking down on us and judging us and telling us what it is and what it ain't. Oh, really? You know, I've learned to not even argue the point. Okay, just let them have that. Because the proof is in the pudding. Just let them go ahead, let them air it out before they get worn out. Because that's exactly what's about to happen. What's happening. They wanted to air out everything, but the divine is trying to wear them out. All we got to do is be obedient and continue to move along what we were meant to do. We're just watching on the sidelines. See, people try to make us seem like we were addicts. We're not. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We don't overindulge. We may indulge in whatever, but we don't overindulge. And we're certainly not addicted to any material aspect or form. Look at this. Financially balanced, responsible, secure. All things material, physical. Lovers, union. Two of Cups. Because we love ourselves first and foremost unconditionally. We forgive ourselves too. This wasn't supposed to be here, but 4 cups from the shadow deck in the upright. We're safe and secure. And again, they're stressed, tired, and baby, they bones drying up, withered, aches and pains, cotton mouth, and they don't even smoke. I heard somebody's hair is falling out from the roots. Tooted and booted. Well, they are no longer tooted and booted. Somebody pooted. The spirit said, I kept warning them to leave my baby the fuck alone. Leave them alone. They got more than 5 warnings to leave us alone. They kept pushing it, so that's why they're getting pushed. Because the divine don't play about us. They try to set us up for a crime that we did not commit. All because somebody want to come towards us and not them. The other day, the day after this cop Christmas night manifested, as I'm walking past my mother, everything is coming up, Jesus. This was what she was saying. No, it ain't. Not on y'all end. It's not. Because y'all don't even, by Christian standards, y'all don't even live the life of a believer. But somehow, some way, everything's coming up Jesus for you. If you knew what I knew, Page of Cups. A love offer. A true one. That's my Cupid card. Cupid shuffle. Your hard work is paying off. We have ancient knowledge and wisdom. This is access to the Akashic records. And not just ours, but others. That's huge. That's major. Financial security and responsibility. I'm trying to tell you. Birthright and inheritance. Come on. 2 of Cups. Lovers union. Traveling internationally. They know they got a debt that they need to pay to this Queen of Pinnacle energy. Keeping balance on a soul level. And what I say, this was our own damn family. You can't trust them. They have no integrity. They're not honest. They're liars. Doubt and disappointment is all that causes us throughout our life. Somebody, and Spirit said they gotta go. Someone or somebody's is on their way out of here. And it ain't us. We're safe and secure. And there's going to be more than one person. Up until this point, it already has been. But it's about to be a ripple effect because they're trying to murder us still. Spell work in the reverse. As we continue to be high vibrational and seek the divine. Somebody wants to come towards us. Segment energy. There's evidence of everything that they've done. We're filthy rich and still a sweetheart. Karma is on our side, baby. We got good karma and wish fulfillment. There was somebody that they were working with that was working against them, and they still have no idea. They're still planning, plotting, and scheming with this undercover agent, and they have no idea. Idiots. What are some final channel messages, Holy Spirit? But we're stupid and unaware. We're naive. How now, brown cow? Compassion. We know what compassion is. That's our energy. Theirs is bad intentions. Ooh, Holy Spirit, you better talk. Blood ain't always thicker than water. They were coming up against a tactician and they didn't even know it. What's the strategist to a tactician? Somebody coochie stank. Oochie coochie la la la. Oochie coochie. MC Brains. When doves cry. You are divine. Doves don't weep over the nasty. Yo, what I say? Misunderstood ain't gotta be explained. Oh, look, see, and this is really becoming more and more evident. You could be a psychic investigator, as am I, solving cases. I never intended for that aspect of it, but it's clearly what I'm doing. Stand up and be counted. What the hell were they thinking? They weren't. They still not. You win, they lose, because they're slave to the magic. Block them. Regardless of what they had people believing, we are beautiful souls. Someone is definitely, and I could attest to this because I've been channeling messages from the beyond, tales from the crypt, meaning the dead has been speaking to us. Mantras is someone's second nature. Positive affirmations, the I am energy. Your clear senses are kicking up a notch if you have them. They thought they had you, what I said earlier, but they were wrong. Every step, move, and action that they took against us, especially after we awoke, worked against them. And it started to manifest that it's working against them, because for a time, it looked like, as she would say, everything's coming up, Jesus. Everything was Gucci. But when we had that spiritual awakening, baby, somebody's coochie got irritated. Like, what the fuck is going on? What's going on here? And then we came out and saying, oh, I do this, I do that, read cards. What? Destroy that bitch. This was a huge injustice. The scales were imbalanced. But what? Look here. We have the victory through this storm. And they scared as fuck. Because what? Bitches like us, we fly high. They thought they were the mastermind of something. They're not. They are no longer the plot twist. Okay? This is not turning back into their favor. Not ever again. They thought that we didn't have any hope. We did. It's in the reverse. Ruins. More tower energy. This is not our home. We don't belong with them. Let's see. What else? I need to... Oh, yeah. Rivalry. Because of our dream. Because we're a friendly creature with bright ideas. And they ain't got no knowledge. They don't know shit. And no, they're not being rescued. It's in the reverse. There ain't no escape from this shit. But what's ironic and an oxymoron is that they desire us at the same time. Inheritance in the reverse. Something hidden in the reverse is no longer hidden. Moving on up. Somebody ain't moving up. Uphill. Baby. Yeah. I'm just delivering the messages, you know. Let's get into some final tarot. Close this thing out. 2 hours. Damn. King of Swords. Mind over heart. Truth. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This energy, divine, masculine, male, or female, stands for truth and honor. Discipline. I told you this is a disciplined energy. We can indulge in whatever. I don't care what the fuck it is. But we're disciplined. You can't be addicted to something and be disciplined at the same time. How that work? Eight of Swords in the reverse. We are free, sweet bitch. The Devil in the reverse. More freedom. The World in the reverse. Somebody got... That ain't no freedom. That ain't no release. That ain't no completion. The High Priestess in the upright. Come on now. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody wants to give to us. They want to invest in us, possibly collaborate with us. Or this is just someone who says, hey, we're aware of your story. We don't know everything, but we know enough that here, we want to bless you. And this is a substantial blessing. This ain't we gonna give you a couple of $100, even a couple $1,000. This is a substantial investment or financial gift. The Emperor. You are in your divine masculine, male or female energy. You got that sweet baby batter. The seeds that you plant are reaping beautiful things. Sound, stable. Baby, Queen of Wands. You're upright, baby. New beginning, 10 of Wands, baby. Somebody thinks you're hot like fire. You think you have to be sexy. And just, Spirit said that's the truth. Ace of Swords in the upright. And you're going into, what's that word that I was looking for? Damn it, it's right there on the tip of my tongue, Holy Spirit. Anyway, you're going to create charities and organizations that give back to the community where there's lack and need. Okay, that type of energy. And that's part of what the Holy Spirit had shown me already. Seven of Swords, yeah, that manipulative, deceitful. Okay, y'all, that's it. I'm done. I doubt that I'll be back for another one based on the length of this one. 2 hours and 5 minutes. But if Spirit say go for it, then I'm going to do it. You already know how I move and groove and throw my back into it. Okay, so you already know the spiel. Description box, if you want to book or donate, all the information is there. And it's not only limited to that. You can also donate energetically by clicking like, share, subscribe, and hitting that all notification button and have me tab. And yes, if you cannot fully be, at least make the attempt to be the best you possible in the now. Even if you're having a bad day, don't purposely and intentionally move into destruction of another just because you don't feel good. So because you don't feel good, nobody can feel good. Don't get into that energy because it's toxic, it's brutal, and there's no cause to be in that energy. Okay? That's how you reap bad karma. I love you all so much. God, I'm about to go smoke this blanquita.
I'm trying to get to where I'm going, and ain't nobody gonna stop me or whatever going on, the talking and the captions or whatever the memes. It can't stop me because it's a vision that I have and it's goals that I have that I set out for myself that I gotta get there no matter what.